First of all, congratulations to Tennessee. They played really, really well. That was an awesome college football environment tonight, and they made plays. We're going to look back at this thing, and there were a lot of missed opportunities from our standpoint. Third downs and fourth downs that we get and convert. When you go 2 of 14 on third down, and you go 2 of 5 on fourth down conversions. You make it tough on yourself. We sit there and we have a third down. We have a third down that early, I think on the first drive, we run the route, the wrong depth. We have a fourth down where the route depth is not where it needs to be. Those are 2 critical plays in the first half. We fake the punt. We have field position plus territory, get no points out of it. That's tough. We give up a touchdown on the opening drive to start the second half, but I'm proud of our players, the way they battled. Fourth down inches, and we can't get 6 inches on a fourth down is disappointing. Field position was tough all night, but having said that, we cut it to a 2-score game with 9 minutes left in the game, and we allow them to go 75 yards right down the field for a touchdown, which is disappointing. So, proud of the effort of our guys, but we did not play well enough to win the game. When you're on the road in the SEC, you've got to capitalize on your opportunities, and we didn't do a great job of capitalizing on our opportunities tonight. So, questions?
Shane, was their defense doing something you guys didn't expect? That's why I kind of made it so hard to judge where they were coming from.
Not really. We knew eventually teams, because of what Leggett has done, that teams are going to not necessarily double him, but they kind of do what they did what they do, and try to take Xavier Leggett away. And we've got to be able to run the ball. We've got to be able to protect the quarterback better. We were trying to help with protection. We were chipping. We were trying to do everything you could from that standpoint. Still give up too much pressure. But no, we just got to execute better.
Shane, on that 4th and 1 that you guys don't give, is there any thought about maybe asking to change the measure third down 4-4 to redo the spot there?
No, I was on the sideline. I don't know, y'all, if you're asking the question, I guess it looked closer than what it was on television, maybe. I mean, on the sideline, I thought we were short on the sideline, and then saw that it was essentially like 6 inches. And you got to be able to get 6 inches on a quarterback sneak. But no, Colin, we did not. We knew we were going forward. I'd already told Dow it was 2 downs, so we knew we were going to go for it on 4th down, and wanted to just kind of go and go quick.
The first half and started long, especially for the quick 6, was there any thought to just trying to run the ball for us and use a timeout, or was that pass over?
There was, I think, a couple things there. We thought about it. They had, I think, 2 timeouts. I know they had at least one. I think they had 2 timeouts. They had one. I knew they were going to, if we ran the ball, they were going to call timeout, assuming we don't get it. Now you're backed up and you're punting to their punt returner that's averaging 21 yards a return right now, and that's scary as well. I trust Spencer, and that's what I told him to start the second half. I told Dow to throw it there because I trust Spencer in that situation, and obviously a tough way to finish the half. But yes, to answer your question, we thought about running it, but you run it and hopefully you pop one. Maybe you pop one for a first down, but the odds say they're going to get a stop. Call timeout. You're backed up, and now you're punting to a really good returner when you're backed up, and then you're giving them field position, and we know how explosive they are on offense.
What did you see right for the fake punt that made you guys do it? What did you see that they were doing? You guys were doing split?
That's something that we've been working. We actually, against Florida last season, we had that called, and we didn't get the look that we wanted, so we ended up running another fake punt later in the half. We threw to carry on for a touchdown last year. And I was just looking back at my notes from last year's game. We liked it against Tennessee because of the way they line up. I won't tell you exactly what we saw, just in case we want to call it again in the future. But it was something that we hadn't practiced it at all this year until Tuesday, I think. We kept getting Jalen after practice just to kind of walk through it and got exactly what we wanted, and those guys did a great job executing. Just really disappointing that we were not able to get points out of that. That was a really big play that to come away with nothing is really unfortunate.
Yeah, Shane, it seemed like outside of Xavier and Trey, it was really hard for all the pass catchers to get going tonight. Just over the next couple of weeks, just how big is it and how critical will it be for you guys to get you some feedback and forward?
Yeah, not just Juice, but all these other guys. We played AB tonight. He was a little banged up. We got to get better at wide receiver in a hurry, and that means these young freshmen. Y'all are tired of me saying it. We got to play them more. And Tyshawn Russell, Nicholas Harbor, we've got to play them more. And we've got to get better at wide receiver. There's no doubt about it. We've got to get healthy at wide receiver. But to sit here and say that we're just going to rely on, Xavier to get every single game, and then Trey Knox, we thought he'd have an opportunity to have a big game tonight, and he did. But we've got to continue to develop depth and get better at that position.
Shane, does he ever sit there and talk like that on the second half of the year? Just what can you do to clean up this defense and make it a little more consistent?
I thought we were playing pretty good defense at halftime. We went in there at halftime, and I think they had 80 yards, and one of those came on an explosive run. But they obviously played really good on offense, on defense in the second half. Their offense played really good in the second half. I don't know. We got to get a lot better. Just told the team in the locker room we got an open week coming up. We're a 2-3 team right now, and we're better than a 2-3 team. But that starts with me as the head coach. You are what your record says you are, and right now we're a 2-3 team that had a lot of opportunities tonight to make plays, and we didn't get it done, and that's disappointing.
Just on the perimeter stuff, both sides of the ball, is that just guys not winning one-on-ones, or something Tennessee teams doing schematically?
What do you mean perimeter stuff?
Perimeter blocking both sides, some of the screen plays, and the ones that are popping. Is that just South Carolina guys not winning one-on-ones, or Tennessee schematically?
Yeah, they got some guys open in the flat. Thought we did a decent job tackling and rallying to the ball, and thought we'll have to look at it. I don't know. To me it was their ability to run the ball, and we got to us not being able to capitalize on that opportunities on offense.
Shane, the fake punt after the fake punt, I guess was that planned, or did it just go with what you feel? Who was actually calling that time?
On a need-to-know basis, David. And no, I think it's something that we would do, and kind of what you wanted to get done got done. You forced them to burn a timeout.
Starting with Tro and Tree tonight, just where do you feel like they're at in terms of developing as starting linemen, and what kind of do you do moving forward with them?
Yeah, one, proud of them. We'll have to look at the tape. I'm sure there's a lot of plays that they would say they wish they could have back and do better, but to bring two true freshmen, or to start two true freshman offensive linemen on the road in the SEC in this environment, first of all, it's pretty dang cool. I'm proud of them to be able to go out there and battle like they did. We'll have to get it cleaned up to start Jalen Kilgore, at defensive back. We started 3 true freshmen tonight. You saw a lot of freshmen that were out there playing, so they'll continue to get better. And then really, we're limited. We have 7 offensive linemen that are out right now, and between when you talk about Jalen Nichols, Kason Henry, Marquis Anderson, those are guys that either have been starters for us or we expected to be starters by this point, in the season as well. So kind of is what it is. Sidney Fugar is somebody that we need to go back and reevaluate. I don't think he played tonight, and we need to give him probably an opportunity because it looks like we had some struggles, and it wasn't just the freshmen tonight. We had some older guys that struggled out there as well, and that's disappointing.
Yeah, Mario ran for over 100 yards tonight. Just what can you say about his performance, and is he the clear-cut number 1 back right now?
Yeah, he started the games. Every game's different, but surely the way he played, he's kind of a guy that we rode tonight, and he started for a reason and had a nice job on that run in the second half. And Juju got in there a little bit and whatnot as well. So we're kind of by committee right now. But certainly he was out there first tonight. He was out there first for a reason.
Another player who was really good on the opposite side of the ball was Jalen Koval with 15 tackles and interceptions. What do you have to say about his performance as well?
I didn't realize that. 15 tackles, yeah. He's a guy that doesn't shock me. Great family, great young man. He did that in high school. He's just a football player. That fake punt, he was the other guy out there with Leggett. So if we hadn't thrown it to Leggett, Jalen was going to get the ball if they had covered Xavier. So he's out there for a reason. He's a really good player. He's a fantastic young man. We talk all the time about, everything off the field shows on the field. And he's a guy that's a unbelievably great student and all A's right now and doing a great job academically, and it shows on the field. And glad he's on our team. He's a really good football player that just continues to get better each and every week.
Any quick update on that kind of thing? Putting down the
Nick Emanwari, he got the wind knocked out of him. You're talking about the one down there?
Yeah, right at the end.
Yeah. When I went out there, he told me he got the wind knocked out of him, and I think he ended up being able to come back. OD, I don't know. I think he's good. He had that knee that's been bothering him, so he's been a little bit limited. He's fine. The big loss that we had was TJ Sanders. I don't know if y'all noticed, TJ didn't play the whole second half. Basically, he was cramping a little bit, but then he had a shoulder that was bothering him. So he really didn't play. If he played at any in the second half, it wasn't much. So that was a big loss as well, because Nick Barrett's banged up a little bit with a foot. So you got Tonka and Boogie, and that goes back to being able to develop those freshmen we got to get, Xavier McLeod and those guys to continue to come along as well to be able to help us. Jamal Weiss, those young guys.
Let's go, Coach.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.